You heard it from Dennis Lazarsky already. Washington focusing then on all the wrong problems. President Obama himself is just the latest example, blaming President Bush for the debt mess we're in.
It's like somebody goes to a restaurant, orders a big steak dinner, martini, all that stuff, and then, just as you're sitting down, they leave. And accuse you of running up the tab.
All right, I had a viewer who emailed that the president liked the dinner so much that he ended up buying the restaurant. I thought that was pretty smart. Tea Party activist Gina Loudon is looking at the numbers and acknowledging that while the president did inherit a deficit, he has run wild with it since. These are stunning numbers, Gina, but I didn't realize the degree to how they're escalating now.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of a sad day and age, don't you think, Neil, when someone like Kozlowski is having to give wisdom, impart his wisdom, if you will, telling our politicians and especially this administration, hey, you know, this is not the government's business to be in business. And it is absolutely true. This is all, it would almost be humorous, Neil, if it weren't so very serious where we are. But this is a dog and pony show again. Let's blame Bush again. Let's parade out the latest person we want to slap on the wrist proverbially, because nothing's really going to happen, and we all know that. And then there are no prosecutions. There have been 0 prosecutions of Wall Street fat cats under this president. The truth is that this president took twice as much money as John McCain from Wall Street themselves. And you wonder, the people that are complaining about Wall Street, are they catching on to the connections between this administration and the Wall Street they're protecting?
Well, you even got to ask, I mean, whether there's more finger pointing, you know, whether it's pointing at the prior occupant of the Oval Office for all of his spending, and that he's the sinner, not this guy, or, you know, deflecting with Jamie Dimon, say what you will of Wall Street, he's still going to make money. What he lost on a trade is what these guys lose in half a day to the debt. So it's easier, I guess, to point fingers than to look in the mirror.
Well, I think the thing everybody has to think about is the fact that this president, the campaigner-in-chief, if you will, ran on the issue. Remember, he said, Neil, that if the economy wasn't strong and the debt in a good place by his, I believe he said his 3rd year, I'm not quoting exactly, but I believe it was something like that,
well, by his 3rd year, the deficit would be cut in half. Now, I can understand. Now, look,
yeah,
the circumstances happen. I understand. I can't tell you the number of diet pledges I've broken, so I'm going to give him a little slack on that. Here's what I do.
Yeah, but don't forget that the House Budget Committee, under Paul Ryan's leadership, identified $150 billion.
Here was my only point. I know you're angry and you're thin, which is two things going for you. But I will say this, that I think that the president then has to acknowledge that the situation is far bigger and worse right now than he says. And right now, it's awful. And right now, as he is president, as he is commander-in-chief, as he is our titular financial leader, he has to acknowledge that right now, under his watch, however it got there, it is his doing. It is his responsibility. It is up to him to fix. And just pointing fingers ain't going to cut it.
No, I completely agree with you. And listen, you know, there's not a fiscal conservative out there who will not tar and feather President Bush's administrative record.
I remember them well. You were one of them. You were one of them, young lady. And I admired that. I admired that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Neil. But you know what? This is what's important. This president needs to take off the mommy jeans, man up, and lead this country. And if he's not willing to do that, I think we showed, you know, last week in Wisconsin what we're willing to do with people that don't keep their promises. This president has not kept his promise. If it's tough, fine, say so. You know, but we look back at the Clinton administration. He came in with a higher percentage of GDP than he went out with. It is possible. And as I said, this president wanted to spend a lot more than Tea Partiers have let him spend. So there really is no excuse for what he's doing. He needs to lead the country, or he needs to just get out of the way.
All right, we'll see what happens. Gina Loudon, thank you very much. Of course, excuses don't prevail. But I could say in the case of me, it is indeed a thyroid condition. All right, still ahead.